We're not in a glamorous location in Vietnam, by the way. I'm not in a glamorous space right now. I've been out doing exercise and I've been just doing, having some amazing times here. And I'm just on a bit of a Facebook Live frenzy. So I've just done my team training and I was like, do you know what? I need to share this story. I need to share a story with you all. I don't know why it's asking me if I want to tag my friends. I don't even know who wants to see this. Guys, if you know anybody that is sick, share this video with them. If you know anybody that has stuff going on, old sicknesses, diseases or whatever, share this video with them. If you know anybody who is constantly getting headaches or whatever like that, I want you guys to share this video. Please don't feel you have to ask. Share this video away with for me. Hello everyone. I want to share a story with you that's happened whilst I've been here in Vietnam, actually, and it's very, very current, and it's very funny because so many people have certain opinions on things, and I want to break that mold. Like, you guys know that I 100% believe that we can heal anything. Would you like to believe that you could heal anything? Morning, morning, morning. You know, what is your belief set on it? Like, let me know. Do you believe that you can heal? Do you believe that you have to go to the doctors to heal? Like, talk to me about where you're at with what's going on in your body. I'd really, really love to know whilst I am sharing this story. So I wasn't planning on sharing this. I don't even know why. I am now. But what happened a few weeks ago is awesome, I'm pleased you did. I absolutely was in a space where I don't know if I was run down or whatever. I'm not too sure. But what happened with me is I basically had a sty. Thank you. I'm really pleased that you think that you can heal yourself, Sally, because I agree with that. Now, just before I go back on my story, I've been challenged a lot recently by people that say, no, there's absolutely no way. There's just no way. No, you don't need HRT. No, you really don't. You do not need HRT. That's such an old program. Thank you for sharing. That's such an old program, and hopefully I'm going to be able to help you with that right now. So first and foremost, be clear on what your belief system is, number one. If somebody says that they've healed themselves, don't just automatically go, oh no, that's rubbish. Like, you have to listen to the points of view, okay? I had really serious issues. Like, last year I nearly bled to death. I had chronic digestive issues. I had thyroid issues, you name it. I had it all going on, right? And the reason I had it all going on is because there was emotional stuff that was going on in the background. And I am going to give you a really current story to illustrate why. Okay, Sally, that's because you rock, girl. I'm going to give you a really recent story. Now, does everybody know what a sty is? Hit the like and love button for me, or maybe comment. Let me know if you know what a sty is. I'm seeing a one love. That means one person knows what a sty is. So basically, if you go to the doctor with a sty, what they basically say is, oh my God, this is a bacterial infection. You need to take antibiotics. You need to do this. You need to do that. Okay, anybody ever had a sty before? Let me know if you've ever had a sty before. Comment away. Let me know. I'm really interested. Right, so I, a few weeks ago now, had this, if you go back in my pictures, you'll be able to see it. I had this swelling come up here, and I said to my girl, one of my girls, I said, I feel like I'm getting a sty, and I kept like prodding this. It felt as if I'd been punched, and I was like this, oh my goodness, and I was prodding it, and I'm like, oh my God, and it was on my left eye. So I'm sat there and I'm thinking, what the hell, like, I'm better than this stuff, like, what's going on with me? Anyway, I did some in work, and I was, well, this is the funny thing, Sally. This is the funny thing about it, right? So I was like, I haven't had a sty since I was a kid. There's no way that this is happening on my watch, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal this, and I made the commitment to heal myself. So, and I think it was Kylie Duncan actually. So if Kylie watches this back, she will remember. I sat there. It was in Sydney. I said to her, babe, I feel like I'm getting a sty. Anyway, what happened was when I got here, I kind of like pulled my eye, and I could see the start of a sty coming up, and I'm thinking, what on earth? So of course, during my time in the monastery, during my time going inwards, I was like, what is this about? And actually, when you get a sty, it's very much anger. There is very much, you're seeing through the angry eyes, okay? So the reason I wanted to share this is absolutely 100% everything that is going on in your body is emotion. Okay, so I was, bearing in mind it was my left eye, which is my female eye, I was looking at a woman through angry eyes. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. I was angry with a woman. I didn't realise that I was angry with her. Well, I did from a human perspective, but I didn't realise I was manifesting that in my body. I thought I was releasing it. I felt as if I was speaking through it. And it's so interesting. I was looking through my eyes with so much anger to this person that I had a sty come up to let me know, hey, you are looking at that person through anger. You might think that you're kidding yourself, Lucy, but you're not. And it was this epiphany of, oh my goodness gracious me. And actually what I did was I was like, okay, cool. What do I tell my clients to do is what I thought to myself. So I got a piece of paper and I wrote down loads of amazing things about this person. And I also wrote down what this person was doing to piss me off. Now, they aren't pissing me off directly. They're pissing off a family member of mine. And anyone will know, my friends, my family are like my absolute clique. You know, I love my friends. I love my family. If you are either of those two things, like I will take a bullet for you. Like I am so fierce where my family, like my loyalty is just ridiculous. So one of my family members is being upset by this woman, and of course I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, you're a dick. So what happens? I got a sty come up in my eye. I am angry and I'm looking at this person angrily, so I get a sty come up on my eye. Are you guys getting it? As soon as I acknowledged that I was angry with this lady, and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing here? The sty disappeared and it never came up. Within 24 hours of me doing affirmations and me sending this person love and me dissecting this anger that I was holding, my sty had gone. Like, how freaking cool is that? Now, imagine I'd run off to the doctors and I'd plastered all this stuff in my eye and it would have got worse and it would have got this and it would have got that. Because let's be real, when something goes wrong with our body, what do? We run to the doctor. Now, you can put this into context with anything. It was a sty for me. It could be your hormones. Somebody mentioned about, Sarah, I think it was, mentioned about their hormones, right? It could be a broken bone. It could be headaches. It could be whatever. Every single thing that is going on in your body relates to emotion. It's your responsibility to get your body in alignment to be able to heal that. Now, the only reason I can have these epiphanies is because I literally nourish every cell in my body every single day with the capsules that I take and the food choices that I make, the movement that I do, the meditation I do, and all of that stuff. Every single thing that is going on in your body. And I'm going even as far as food poisoning. I'm going even as far as, absolutely anything. The reason we get these things is so that we get taken out, so that we do the healing work. And unfortunately at the moment, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, the energy on the planet is so freaking strong that it's happening really quickly. And what happens? You run to the doctor. She's not ready to heal. So what happens? They get taken out. Rather than sitting in it and being like, a bit like what I did last week. Okay, what's going on with this? Where is this coming from? Why have I got a sty coming up in my eye? Like, I haven't had this for years. And I remember I used to have all this gunky stuff put in my eyes back in the day, like when I was a kid, because I used to get styes, interestingly, a lot when I was younger. I'm going to ask my mum when I get home whether it was my right or left eye, because clearly I was pissed with somebody, but I didn't know back then. But now I'm fully aware. So if you've got thyroid issues, it's very much about not speaking your truth. If you've got hormone issues, it tends to be anger, resentment, guilt. If there is anything going on in your body, and do you know what, girls? You may have suppressed it. And guys, sorry, I apologise for that. Yeah, but Laura, it's because you haven't done the emotional work. This is the whole point of this live, right? You haven't done the emotional work. What you've done is you've gone to the doctor, you've got your ankle casted or whatever you needed to do, and you've supported it, but you haven't actually gone to the space of where you needed to do the work. The person that has upset you. Right is masculine, left is feminine. So you can feel into that. You'll know. Like, we all know. We all get this, oh shit, it can't be that. No, it wouldn't be that. But it is. And this is my point, right? It is absolutely everything. But For you to be able to unblock the emotion, you need to get your cellular level on point. And people don't talk about this stuff. People don't talk about this because it's not convenient for them. It's so much easier to go to the doctor and pop a pill and to do this and to do that. First, Sarah, I'll drop you a message, babe. You need to get your physical in alignment first. So we need to get that, and then you'll be able to start doing the emotional work. I don't know where you're based. Get to Self Love Club. The emotion stuff gets completely ripped out of most people that come there, so it would be really good for you to attend one of those, darling. I'm sorry I don't remember where you live. Drop me a message. I will tell you how to get your physical in alignment, and I will tell you where the closest one to you is, and we'll be able to start doing that, all right? But I'll message you after this. So we need to get real with this, guys. Like, the doctors, the pharmaceutical companies, all of that stuff are making a fortune out of us by us running to them. Now, why do we run to them? Because we're programmed to. And I know this upsets some people. Oh, it's genetic. Oh, it's hereditary. No, it's not. You can decide what goes on in your body. Most of us just, oh, well, it's what's going to happen, so I'm just going to surrender to it. I'm just going to let this happen. I say no way. 7 generations on my mum's side of the family, the female side of the family, have almost hemorrhaged to death. It stopped with me. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to pass this through onto my children. You can decide what works for you and your body, okay? It is absolutely your responsibility to do that. There is anger. There's all sorts of different stuff that crops up. Okay, we are programmed to run to the doctor. Sal, I'm not too sure what you're saying, bullshit or absolutely no way to, babe, but I agree. I totally agree. You know, we are programmed from birth. You know, we really are. We have to go to school. We have to get married. We have to buy a house. We have to go to the doctor. We have to do this. We have to do that. Guys, let's be real. Let's be really real. We are programmed. I'm okay with it. I'm programmed. I'm programmed. You know, I naturally go to the dentist, go to the doctor, do whatever, because that's what we're supposed to. Yeah, I thought you were, which is why I was like, I agree. Because I know you get me. I know you get where I'm coming from this emotional stuff, which is why I wasn't feeling challenged. I'm just like, I'm just going to say thank you for defending whatever it is that I'm talking about. Because sometimes there's a delay, so I don't know where you guys are at. We have to. It's our utmost responsibility to share this with the world. Every single dis-ease in your body is emotional related. Please go and share this with everybody. If you have skin issues going on, you know, you need to get to the bottom of what it is that's causing the skin issues. If you've got gut issues going on, please know it's emotional. Every single thing, every single ailment in your body, cancer, oh my God, she said the C word. Oh my God, I don't believe she said that. Cancer is driven from emotional trauma. Let's get really clear on that. Cancer is driven from emotional trauma. Something that you might not even remember. It is your absolute, I was going to say utmost and absolute at the same time. It is your utmost, absolute responsibility to get to the bottom of the emotional shit that you are carrying around in your backpack. You know, the backpack that you're carrying over your shoulder. I want you to know that every single thing goes back to emotion. So if your first love cheated on you when you were 15 years of age and you've never forgiven him and you're still holding that and you're still carrying anger, that's what's going to manifest into disease for you. That's probably why you've got digestive issues. That's probably why you've got other issues going on. Hormonal. Because do you know what? I'm angry with that guy for cheating on me. So do you know what? I am going to really put my anger into my womb. Think about it. It makes absolute sense when you stop and you think about it, which is why I share this stuff. So if you know anybody that is going through anything, and I don't care what it is, I love the fact that you did your ritual. Sal, I'm so proud of you. I don't care what it is, guys. And this might sound heartless by me saying I don't care. What I mean is I need you guys to step into the possibility for your life. If you can get to the bottom of the emotional trauma, whether it be from a parent, whether yes, because it's anger, babe. It's anger. You're carrying anger. You're carrying resentment. You're carrying guilt from a long time back. I'm not talking recent. I'm talking a long time back, and you can't let that shit go, which is why you are constantly, despite doing this stuff, you're not dealing with the emotion. You're not getting to the root cause of where that emotion starts. Again, you need to get to a self-love club, babe. You know, they're all over the country in October and November. You need to get to one. It is absolutely vital that you get there. Why? Because you deserve to be free from this stuff. I am absolutely not in a space. Control is not what we need to do. Rebecca, control is not what we need to do. Diet is great. It basically allows the energy to flow so that you can deal with this stuff. Exercise is great, but you need to get to the root cause of the issue. It's like going and taking a pill. It just papers over the crack. Nothing's going to get fixed. Nothing is going to get fixed, guys. You need to get to the root cause. I don't know if you guys remember, but I got a splinter in my right hand on my ring finger when I was in Melbourne. Hilarious. All of the girls found it hilarious. And I'm like, okay, it's just reminding me that I clearly have commitment issues that I need to drop. So I've become really vulnerable. Do you guys remember my splinter? It was hilarious. I was really embarrassed. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm this thing. And then the universe just gives me a sign. Hey, we're just going to remind you that you've got commitment issues that you need to work on, sweetheart. So what did I do? I went away and I've become really vulnerable. I'm asking for help constantly. And it was on the right hand. Why? Because I have relationships with men. It's not going to be on my engagement or my wedding ring finger because that's feminine hand. Okay, so the sign that I got, the acknowledgement, the splinter in my finger, was because I have commitment issues, ring finger, with guys. Why? Because of all of the years of bullshit. So what's happened? I've stepped into a beautiful space of being vulnerable. I've stepped into a beautiful space of speaking completely clearly and communicating what I want from guys and from whoever. Just generally, I've been able to do that. And I know that this stuff is being stepped through. Why? Because I've got no more pain. I've had no more signs for that. Okay? So wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you can heal yourself. But it's whether you have the dedication to do it. You've got to believe that you can do it. You need to get your physical alignment, the energy flowing through your body properly before you can even go down the emotional route. Like, I want to help every single person on this planet do this to the pharmaceutical industry. And I've got no disrespect for them. They've saved my life before, right? But I want us to do this for general stuff. I want us to do it for general stuff. You know, we have to. No worries, Sal. Lots of love, darling. It's this stuff. We harbour emotion in our body. We harbour this trauma. And we think that it's okay. Oh, it's okay, I'm tough. I spoke to a beautiful soul last night. I dropped her a message. I just got this, I haven't spoken to her in ages, and I got this absolute urge that I needed to drop her a message. And one of the lines she used was, I'm a tough old bird. And I'm like, shit. This is why I reached out to this person, because when you're a tough old bird, like I was tough. I held on to it. Like, everybody thought I was fearless. Everybody thought I was a warrior. Everybody thought I was strong. But actually all I was doing was manifesting disease in my body. I'm not going to let that happen to people that I love and care about. I'm not going to let that happen to complete strangers. So the people that I love and care about, and I had no reason. When I dropped her this message yesterday, I'm like, I got no idea why I need to message you. I just need to message you. And I mean, she was beautiful. She said to me, it's so kind that you thought of me. And I'm like, babe, like, my intuition tells me exactly who I need to go and speak to. There is no hiding from it. Emotional trauma in our life creates disease in our body. End of story. If you want to heal that, you've got to go deep. You've got to go deep. You've got to go and rip it out. And most people blame their last relationship, or most people blame, I don't know, something that happened a few weeks ago or a month ago or a year ago. Let me be real with you guys. Most of it goes back to when you were much, much younger and you didn't get your own way on something, or something traumatic happened, or you lost somebody really dear to you and you just were like, I'm just going to suppress this stuff. I think I posted in my stories yesterday, I don't know if it will still be there now, but a young boy, we were drawn to go to this cafe yesterday, and like, I'm sat there and there's a guy being injected with anti-stroke drugs, and I'm sat there going to my friend, I'm like, shit, I need to tell this guy that he shouldn't be doing that. She's like, Luce, you can't, you know, like, easy tiger. I've got a guy with a broken foot the other side of me, like literally his foot's on the table, like broken as hell. And then I look across the road and there's a funeral, and there's this little bean, and he was like probably 6 maximum, holding his mum's picture, leading the procession. And I'm sat there going, my intuition is freaking insane. She's brought me here to show me the pharmaceutical. Brought me here to show me that this guy has serious issues going on with men in his right foot because his ankle is broken or his foot is broken. And then I'm seeing this little bean and I'm like, shit, this little bean, this is going to be his bullshit story. And when he hits 20, 30, he'll be like, nah, I dealt with that. Nah, I dealt with that. Nah, I dealt with that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Would he ever deal with that stuff? It's trauma. And unless somebody sits down with you and says, hey, babe, we need to go deep on this stuff and really vent it and really speak it. You know, like I could have gone and spoken to this little dude, but he wouldn't have understood me. He was Vietnamese. I could have done the work with him right now, like maybe after the funeral. Would have been a bit inappropriate, just like, I'm just going to take this boy. But you know what I mean? Like, I was shown every angle yesterday, which is probably why I hadn't even thought about it, which is probably why I'm doing this Facebook Live today. But I'm shown every single step of the day. I'm meeting people with thyroid issues every day. I'm meeting people with really bad skin. You know, I'm meeting people with stuff go on every single day. And what do? Right, I need to help these people. Like, let's be real with ourselves. Unless you are investing in you, you are never going to heal. You need to be telling every cell in your body that you love it so much, and this trauma stops here. The only way that we can heal is, number one, we value ourselves. We love ourselves. Self-love, baby, right? The second thing that we do is we invest in ourselves. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money, guys, but we invest time, we invest nutrients, we invest decent water. If any of you guys are drinking the tap water in the UK, stop. It's your responsibility to heal. It's your responsibility for the future generations to show them what's possible. Why do you think I'm so outward? Do you think that I want to be completely vulnerable with you guys on a day-to-day basis? You know? Do you really think that I want to be vulnerable with you guys and air all of my airs and graces with you? Like, oh yeah, I had a style last week and all of you guys are like, oh my God, like she's supposed to be the one that's got it together. If I didn't share this stuff, you guys would never heal. It's my responsibility on this planet to share this stuff with you. So make sure wherever you are in the world is just an excuse. Whatever you do for a living is just an excuse. Whatever shit is going on in your relationship is just an excuse. Make sure that you get to one of the things that is going to help you. There are so many people that we could be saving by actually identifying this, doing it ourselves, and then... Oh, sorry, Sarah. Maybe I intuitively knew that you were doing that. Don't drink tap water. Anybody, don't drink tap water, please. It's one of the fundamentals that I say all of the time. Do not drink the tap water. In the UK, I can speak very, very confidently about that because we are... So are you saying vulnerability is healing? No, babe. No. I'm not saying... What you need to do, Rebecca, the reason I am being vulnerable, right, is because I have commitment issues, or I've had commitment issues with men. The reason I'm vulnerable is because I know my purpose on this planet is to influence, is to guide, is to lead people to better health. Like, I know my purpose on this planet is to educate the masses, to wake them up so that they can go on their journey. Okay? Being vulnerable is absolutely a beautiful space to live in. Okay, it's a really beautiful space to live in. However, you don't need to be outwardly being vulnerable. Okay, the reason I do it is because I know, I mean, people are saying light bulbs, you're amazing, you're this, you're that. The reason they're saying this is because the lights are coming on. Oh fuck, this is me. This is why I say share this with anyone that needs to hear it. You know, just because you might not get it, I guarantee other people in your network will get it. Like, I have some really shit days, guys. Like, I have some really shit times like you do. I'm not like void of this just because I'm on a really huge spiritual journey and I end up in all these weird and wonderful places. Doesn't mean I'm exempt from everything that a human being feels. I'm a human being. I'm a human being at the end of the day. So I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be emotional. I'm going to be guilty. I'm going to be resentful. I'm going to be all of those things. The reason I sit here in front of you and share this stuff is so that you guys know what is possible. Trust me, I wish I could just go inwards and sit and hide away from it, but that's not my job on this planet. My job on this planet is to say, you get your physical in alignment, and let me be real with you, you can heal anything. Anything. All the way from diabetes to cancer to skin disease to anything. And I want to be really clear with that. But you have to make the decision to invest in you. You have to. It's your utmost responsibility, especially if you've got children. It is your absolute responsibility. You don't want to be passing this shit down. I remember sitting there, and I've said this so many times before, I remember sitting there with my mum and saying to her, there is no way I'm having a child. What if I have a daughter and she has fibroid issues like me? I'm never going to do this. For 9 months, I was trapped in my house because I just kept flooding. I had to work from home. I couldn't go out with my friends. I was literally trapped for 9 months. And I said to my mum, I remember, I'm never going to have a child. If I have a child and I give it to her, I would kill myself. Like, this is fucking awful. Like, rah, 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 rah. And then the epiphanies happened. Actually, if I heal myself, I'm not going to pass it forwards. All these people out there that are really sick, that are having children, it's like, you know, guys, heal yourself. Do the emotional work first. If you're insecure in a relationship, or if you're angry or you're aggressive in a relationship, and let's be real, you know, like, abuse goes both ways. It's men and women, you know. If you are in that situation, you have some serious healing to go and do. It's emotional stuff. You can band it however way you want. It's emotional stuff. For other people, it will manifest in disease. I hope this is making sense to you guys. I hope that this is like, actually, oh shit. Just because you don't go and beat somebody up. Like, I used to get really angry and aggressive. Really angry and aggressive. Just because I didn't go and beat somebody up doesn't mean that anger didn't go somewhere. Where did it go? It went to my digestion first. Then it went into my hormones. You know, like, wake up, Lucy, wake up, Lucy, wake up, Lucy. Every single day I was being slapped. Wake up, we're going to give you something else, wake up. And it's quite interestingly, a guy friend of mine messaged me this morning, and he's like, I've got this going on and that going on and that going on and that going on. And I'm like, babe, do you want me to tell you the energetic reasons behind that? He hasn't responded. Imagine having a friend like me. Imagine having a friend like me that, you know, I'm just like, oh, well, you know what that is. Because, guys, I call myself out on this bullshit myself. I want you to know that. Literally, the second this happened in this finger, I actually turned around to my friend, and I was like, shit. Clearly it's commitment, clearly it's men. And my friend was laughing at me because she's like, I'm glad to see that you do this stuff yourself. Like, I'm not just going to sit here and just preach and preach and preach. No worries, Jackie. Love you, darling. It's going to come to an end in a minute anyway. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you guys. I am living proof. I am being authentic with my message. I totally believe in this stuff, which is why I share it. If I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't share it. I've had about 5 or 10 people reach out to me in the last probably 48 hours asking me to get involved with CBD oil. Now, I have no judgment on CBD oils or anything like that, but I can't sit here and speak to you about it because I know nothing about it. I don't use it. Like, so why am I going to get involved in something that I can't be authentic about? Because I don't want to use it. I don't need to use it. So I speak to you guys about what I do and how I've healed myself because I'm authentic about that. I'm not going to ever sit here and say you need to go and buy this when I don't believe in it or I don't know anything about it. Like, I'm going to speak from my truth. I'm going to speak from my healing journey. Please don't ever think that I'm going to sit here and say to you, oh yeah, go and do this. Like, fuck. Unless I've done it myself, I'm not prepared to share it. And that is the harsh reality of me. So the people that message me and they're like, oh, you know, I'd love to get you involved in this, or I'd love you to be the face of this. And I've been offered by 5 different companies recently to be the face of their brand. I know nothing about their brand. I know nothing about their brand. Why would I want to be the face of their brand when I know nothing about it? And I certainly haven't bought into it. Like, that's how real I am. And I empower you guys to do the same. I empower you guys. Don't promote something just because your mate says it's good. Promote it because you love it. Promote it because it's changed your life. Promote it because it means something to you. The world that we are living in is such a different space to the way that it was just 6 months ago. You have to be authentic right now. You have to be. There's no other way than to be authentic. So many people I know, their businesses are crashing and all the rest of it. Why? Because they're not being authentic. So let's be really real about this, guys. If you want to do the work, you got to go deep. Like I said, I'm running Self-Love Club from Bournemouth all the way up to Edinburgh, multiple locations. I'm in Dublin, I'm in Belfast, I'm in all these different locations. Like, get to one. If you've got emotional trauma, if you've got disease in your body, get to one. They're like 60, 70 quid, the tickets, like it's nothing. And you get complete immersion. And trust me, you get light bulbs going off left, right and centre. So, you know, get to one of those things. Message me if you're like, shit, I haven't even started with my physical yet. Like, let me help you get that on alignment. Or I'll get one of my team to help you with that. You know, I am more than happy to help anybody around the world get to where they want to be. Like, this isn't about me, this journey. This journey is about empowering you to go and be the best version that is going to be for your life. Whatever that looks like. That might be being the best housewife. That might be being the best traveller around the world. That might be being the best boyfriend or girlfriend or partner or mum or son or whatever. Like, whatever that looks like to you, that's all I want to help you to do. So, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I don't know where this rant came from. I think it's probably the dots being connected from yesterday. Who knows? Who cares? I love you guys to the moon and stars. Thank you so much for all your comments. If you're watching this on replay, #replay. I love you guys. Share with anybody you like. And I'll see you again soon.